The world was startled in 1912 when the Titanic sank. When the ruthless destruction of such a technically advanced ship, the limits of human ingenuity were ruthlessly exposed. But a recent online conspiracy theory raises the question, was it really the Titanic that sank? Everyone appears to agree to one fact. On April 15, 1912, a ship did go down in the icy waters of the North Atlantic, killing almost 1,500 people on board. The conspiracy merely asserts that the Titanic was not the technological marvel that its parent business, the White Star Line, had represented it. Instead, the White Star Line switched out the ships for the Southampton to New York trip, and what was advertised as the Titanic was an older ship called the Olympic. The battle for White Star Line was fierce. Cunard Steamship Company, Ltd., was one significant business with a sizable stake in the game. They were the owners of the Lusitania and Mauretania, which in 1906 and 1907, respectively, were named the largest passenger ships and outperformed the ship speeds of White Star. While the Titanic was being built, RMS Olympic, its nearly identical twin, set sail on its first voyage on June 1911. It went on to meet an accident that damaged the stern on this voyage. On September 20th of the same year, Southampton, England Olympic, and HMS Hawke collided in the Brambles Channel. Both ships suffered significant damage. White Star was found at fault in court proceedings. So, with a continuous list of ports, it resumed work. However, the Olympic experienced its third significant mishap in February 1912, when she ran atop a sunken ship and threw a propeller blade. Just a few weeks before the launch of the Titanic, the White Star flagship returned to Belfast. Here's where the conspiracy theory begins. Because the ships were nearly identical, it has been theorized that the Olympic was rebuilt and later underwent minor labeling changes to be reintroduced as the unsinkable Titanic on April 10, 1912. According to plot variations, the 46,000-ton ocean liner either crashed over their supposed rescue ship, whose lights were out in the cover waiting at that place to pluck survivors from the sinking craft, or drove directly into the iceberg as intended. The tragic night was supposedly clear and starry. Some claim that the iceberg would have been seen considerably sooner than reported in these circumstances. The attempted turn, however, was not made until the obstruction was about 400 yards away, and the ship was in the most vulnerable position after the engines were reversed and turned to the port. Another group of conspiracy theorists hold wealthy and influential financier J.P. Morgan responsible for the disaster. In addition, some people were concerned when Morgan allegedly obtained a ticket for the Titanic's inaugural voyage but decided to cancel it at the last minute. The theories sound fishy, but we're glad to know that the Titanic never sank. Do you believe the unsinkable Titanic sank? Let us know your answers in the comment box below. See you next time.